Rule 15 of the International Regulations for Preventing Collisions at Sea, commonly referred to as the COLREGs. As a core component of international maritime law, the COLREGs establish a standardized framework that governs vessel conduct to ensure safe navigation and prevent collisions in all seagoing environments. In this session, we will examine Rule 15, which sets out the required actions when two power-driven vessels are engaged in a crossing situation where a risk of collision is present. The COLREGs, or collision regulations, are the global navigation rules that every vessel must follow at sea. They were established by the International Maritime Organization, IMO, a specialized agency of the United Nations responsible for ensuring maritime safety and environmental protection. These rules function much like the traffic laws of the sea. They clearly define which vessel should give way, which vessel should maintain course and speed, and how ships must behave in different situations to avoid collisions. In Malaysia, the COLREGs are implemented and enforced through the Merchant Shipping Ordinance, MSO, 1952, under the responsibility of the Marine Department Malaysia, ensuring that all vessels operating in Malaysian waters comply with these international standards. To understand Rule 15, we first need to know basic vessel directions. The bow is the front of the ship, and the stern is the back. The port side is the left side of the vessel, and the starboard side is the right side when facing forward. These directions are important because Rule 15 depends on where the other vessel appears. If another vessel is on your starboard side, you must give way. If it is on your port side, you are the stand-on vessel. Rule 15 of the COLREGs addresses the specific actions required when two power-driven vessels are crossing and there is a risk of collision. According to the rule, the vessel that observes the other vessel on her starboard side is required to keep clear. This vessel is designated as the give-way vessel, and must take early and substantial action to avoid risk, typically by altering course to starboard or reducing speed. Conversely, the vessel that sees the approaching ship on its port side becomes the stand-on vessel. As the stand-on vessel, it is required to maintain its course and speed, ensuring predictability and allowing the give-way vessel to maneuver safely. In a typical crossing situation, two vessels approach each other from different directions, and their projected paths will intersect. This means both vessels are heading toward the same point, creating a potential risk of collision. For example, Vessel A may be approaching from the port side, while Vessel B is approaching from the starboard side. If the bearing between the two vessels remains constant, and the range or distance between them continues to decrease, this confirms the presence of collision risk. These indicators follow COLREG's Rule 7, Risk of Collision, which requires mariners to assess constant bearing, closing distance, and intersecting tracks to determine whether evasive action is necessary. In a crossing situation, the give-way vessel has the responsibility to take early, positive, and substantial action to avoid a collision. According to the COLREGs and national guidance, the recommended actions for the give-way vessel include altering course to starboard, which is the standard and safest maneuver. Passing astern of the stand-on vessel to maintain a clear separation. Avoiding any attempt to cross ahead, as this increases the risk of close-quarters situations. Reducing speed if necessary to give more time and distance for maneuvering. All maneuvers must be clear and obvious so the stand-on vessel can easily understand your intentions. These requirements follow COLREG's Rule 16, which states that the give-way vessel must keep clear and take decisive action. Stand-on vessel must maintain its course and speed, as required under COLREG's Rule 17. By keeping a steady movement, the stand-on vessel provides predictability, allowing the give-way vessel to maneuver safely. However, if it becomes clear that the give-way vessel is not taking appropriate action, the stand-on vessel must take emergency action to prevent a collision. This may include altering course to starboard, which is the safest direction, or reducing speed to create more separation. These actions ensure safety and follow international and national guidance for proper bridge team management. Investigations by the IMO, the Marine Department Malaysia, and the Marine Accident Investigation Branch, MAIB, show that many Rule 15 collisions occur because of a few recurring mistakes. A common error is late maneuvering, where the give-way vessel delays action until it is too close to avoid risk safely. Another frequent issue is making small or unclear course alterations, which the stand-on vessel may not easily recognize. Collisions also happen when officers misjudge whether the other vessel is on the port or starboard side, leading to incorrect decisions. failure to maintain a proper lookout, as required under Rule 5, remains one of the most significant contributing factors. In addition, many incidents involve over-reliance on ASH, instead of using radar, visual bearings, and proper situational awareness. ASH is not intended as a primary collision avoidance tool. These mistakes are consistently reported in MAIB accident investigations, IMO safety circulars, and Malaysian guidance including MSN 05, 2021 and the MSO collision regulations. To summarize, Rule 15 provides a clear and predictable system for managing crossing situations at sea. The vessel that sees another on its starboard side must keep clear, while the stand-on vessel maintains course and speed. By taking early, clear, and decisive maneuvers, and by maintaining a proper lookout supported by good seamanship, vessels can safely avoid collisions and ensure effective navigation.
That's all for a video. Thank you. See you in the next video.